Hey, you. Yes, you. The one who always says yes, even when you screaming no on the inside. The one who bends over backward for everyone else, leaving yourself feeling empty and exhausted. What if I told you that your kindness, your generosity, the very thing you think makes you a good person, might actually be the thing that's slowly destroying your relationships and your own happiness? Stick with me, because we're about to uncover the real reason you give too much. And it's not what you think. Who bends over backward for everyone else, leaving yourself feeling empty and exhausted? What if I told you that your kindness, your generosity, the very thing you think makes you a good person, might actually be the thing that's slowly destroying your relationships and your own happiness? Stick with me, because we're about to uncover the real reason you give too much, and it's not what you think. Let's chat about this whole people-pleasing thing. Sounds nice on the surface, right? Making everyone around you happy. But really, it's a bit more complicated than that. It's that constant itch for approval, that gut-wrenching fear of being disliked or causing any kind of conflict. You always putting everyone else's feelings and needs on a pedestal, while yours just kind of sit in the corner, neglected. You're the friend who always drives, the partner who always compromises, and the coworker who takes on extra tasks without a peep. You become like a chameleon, shifting your colors to match whoever you're with, hoping they'll love the version of you that you're showing off. But here's the kicker. In the process, you start to forget what your own true colors even are. You're so busy managing everyone else's emotions that you completely overlook your own. It's not just about being nice. It's like a survival strategy you've picked up along the way, and it comes with a hefty price tag. So, where does this overwhelming need to please come from? Let's dig a little deeper. For many of us, it traces back to childhood. Maybe you grew up in a home where love and approval were conditional. You learned early on that being good, quiet, and agreeable was the safest way to earn affection or dodge criticism. Picture this. Perhaps you had a parent who was a bit critical or emotionally unavailable, and you became hyper-aware of their moods, learning to anticipate their needs just to keep the peace. You figured out that your own needs didn't really matter as much. Or maybe you were the easy child, the helpful one, and that label stuck like glue. You tied your self-worth to how useful you were to others, and guess what? Those patterns don't just vanish when we grow up. They become our default setting in adult relationships. We unknowingly recreate these dynamics, seeking validation from partners, friends, and bosses, just like we did from our parents. It's not a character flaw. It's a learned behavior, a belief that our worth hinges on what we can do for others instead who we genuinely are. Now, let's chat about the hidden damage, the silent cost of being a people pleaser. On the surface, everyone thinks you're the best. You're reliable, giving, the go-to person. Underneath all that, resentment is brewing. You give and give, yet you feel invisible and unappreciated because no one really sees the sacrifices you're making. You're silently keeping score, and that bitterness can seep into your relationships, poisoning them. And here's the kicker. You start attracting the wrong crowd. Emotional takers and manipulators are drawn to people pleasers like moths to a flame because you like a bottomless well of what they want. You find yourself in one-sided friendships and relationships that leave you completely drained. And the most significant damage, you lose yourself. Your dreams, hobbies, and opinions get shoved aside. You then, too, even know what you want anymore because you so focused on what everyone else desires. This can spiral into anxiety, depression, and that gnawing emptiness because you've neglected the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. But here's the good news. It's all about the journey, not just the destination. So, let's take it easy on ourselves and show a little love. You're in the process of unlearning stuff you've carried for ages, right? Setting some small boundaries can be a game changer for your well-being. Seriously, if someone asks for your time and you're just not feeling it, it's totally okay to say no. You don't have to dive into a long explanation. A simple, "I can't this time," works wonders, you know? Think about it. When you prioritize your needs, you're actually being kinder to yourself and others. It's like saying, "Hey, I respect my time, and I hope you do too." So next time someone tries to pull you into something you're not up for, just remember that it's perfectly fine to set those boundaries. It's all about finding that balance, right? And remember, it's a journey. You might stumble a bit along the way, but that's completely normal. Celebrate those little victories when you stand up for yourself, even if it feels awkward at first. You're not just saying no, you're saying yes to your own happiness. So, take it one step at a time, and you'll find that sweet balance between being true to yourself and treating others with respect. Let's break it down a bit more. First off, start small. The next time someone asks you for a favor that you really don't want to do, practice saying no. No need for a long, elaborate excuse. A simple, "I'm sorry, I can't make that work right now," is totally enough. It might feel terrifying at first, and your heart might race, but do it anyway. Notice how the world doesn't come crashing down. The other person will likely just say, "Okay," and move on. Each little no builds your muscle for setting boundaries. Next up, get to know yourself again. What do you enjoy? What are your opinions? Carve out some time for yourself, even if it's just 15 minutes a day, to do something that brings you joy, not for anyone else's benefit. Read a book, listen to your favorite tunes, or take a walk. Start a journal and jot down your unfiltered thoughts and feelings. This helps you reconnect with your inner voice, the one you've been silencing for so long. Now, let's tackle the big one: learning to tolerate disapproval. As a people pleaser, your greatest fear is someone being upset with you. But here's the truth: you can't control how other people feel. If you set a healthy boundary and someone gets angry or disappointed, that's their emotional reaction to manage, not yours. Real friends and partners will respect your boundaries, even if they don't love them at first. Those who don't, they were probably taking advantage of your kindness anyway. Finally, let's redefine your self-worth. Your value isn't tied to your productivity or how useful you are to others. You are inherently worthy, just as you are. Say it with me: you deserve to take up space. Your needs are valid, and your feelings matter. This isn't selfish. It's self-preservation. By honoring yourself, you're not just saving yourself. You're paving the way for more authentic, honest, and truly loving relationships where you are cherished for who you are, not for what you can give. It's all about the journey, not just the destination, you know. So, be kind to yourself and sprinkle in some love along the way. You're shedding those old beliefs you've held on to for ages, and that's a big deal. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one small step you can take this week to prioritize yourself? Share it in the comments below. Let's support each other on this journey. And if this resonates with you, give it a like and subscribe for more content on building healthier relationships, starting with the one you have with yourself. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are enough. Why wait any longer? Just dive in and start taking those little steps today. You've totally got this. Trust me, you're going to rock it.